Well, I grew up on a farm, and that was 50 years ago. But at that time, if someone had a problem on the farm, your neighbors jumped right in and took care of it. I've stayed associated with farming in some way or another during that entire period, but I've noticed over the last 25 years or so that the neighbors aren't nearly as apt to just jump in and help now as they once were. And I think that's kind of sad commentary, but on the other hand, there's an opportunity here now for a group like Farm Rescue to get involved and fill some of that void. A couple of years ago, I was on my way back from Montana, going back to Champaign. I was somewhere probably in the, I don't know, about central South Dakota. I was listening to a radio station, and they had someone there was interviewing. I don't remember at the time who from Farm Rescue it was, but I believe it was probably Bill. They were interviewing Bill at the State Fair in South Dakota. And at that time I thought, well, it sounds like something I would like to get involved in. Well, I called the numbers that they gave over the radio, and I talked to this just delightful young lady called Rita Jarrett. And she sent me to the right website. I filled out the forms, and so they put me to work as a truck driver, and I've pretty much been doing that on all the jobs. I drove a combine for a little while up in the barley fields of up in Munich, North Dakota. But other than that, I've been driving a truck all the time. It seemed to me probably the best way I could help out here now. They're a little short on truck drivers, and as long as I had a CDL, I was happy to do that job. Been retired for about 8 or 9 years now. I was a commercial pilot. Have always been associated either with helping Dad put a crop in or get a crop out, or my brother. I have a brother that's a farmer here just a little south of here in Iowa, and had for a long time either helped him with the planting or the harvesting or both. Mostly 2 or 3 days or a week at a time, so I've kind of kept a hand in it all along. When the opportunity here to volunteer for Farm Rescue came along, it was just kind of a natural extension of something I'd already been doing. So I've worked on 2 projects, and this is my 3rd. When the first project, I didn't feel the farmer had a lot of reticence about becoming involved with Farm Rescue, but the second farmer was a little, I think, reluctant to ask for help. And I talked that over with him, and he agreed with me that it was a difficult thing for him to reach out and ask for help. I tried to talk to him about that and tell him that, that's pretty much a natural reaction, that we like to do everything we can possibly do for ourselves, and that asking for help is a hard thing to do. They're so appreciative of the fact that we're showing up and giving them a hand that they have really gone out of their way to show us how much they've appreciated us being there. And so it's been a real heartwarming experience to make that kind of friends. When you start looking at the really expensive equipment we're driving from RDO, and they've really put out a lot of money here, and then Walmart has just gone over way out of their way to help us. When I drove the combine down here from Fort Dodge, they sent one of their workers down to pick me up and take me back to Fort Dodge. So we finally met Sherry here with Heritage Iron, and that's been a pleasant experience. So I'm I'm looking forward to meeting more of our sponsors.